In this video, we'll be taking a look at Whoosh Machine by Sonic Faction, a tool for creating rises, impacts and sound effects. We'll take a look at how we can use it in some transition sections in this project. We'll explore the modulation system on Whoosh Machine. We'll also browse through some of the various presets and use some of the built-in effects to create big and spacious uplifters, downlifters and impacts. So in this section of the project, I've got two instances of Whoosh Machine. This first one acts as a downlifter, and I'm using one of the presets from the downers category. I've actually duplicated this instance here, and I want to turn this sound into an uplifter to transition into the drop section of this track. So let's take a look at this sound effect here. Let's go over to the envelope section on Whoosh Machine, and at the moment the filter and pitch envelope have a sharp attack and a slow decay, which creates that impact or downlifter effect. I'm going to link both the envelopes together, so any edits I apply to one of these is applied to both. And I'm going to back the attack off. To create a riser. Let's head over to the LFO section. You can see this first LFO is modulating the amp, filter, pan and pitch. We can turn the modulation amount up on these controls. We could use the LFO rate to build intensity. I'm going to automate the LFO rate to rise up as the effect rises up. We could do a bit more of a release on the effect to give it a bit more of a spacious feel. I'm going to go over to the effects section now on Whoosh Machine. And I'm going to bring in a bit more reverb into the sound, increase the size. I might push up the delay feedback as well. And push up the delay amount. So we get a nice release on the effect sound. We could also go over to the global section of Whoosh Machine, and if we want to tweak the filter frequency, now let's take a look at this instance I have here. Again, I've got one of the presets loaded in here. Let's head to this sources section. In this section of the plugin, we can mix the sound sources. We have a noise, texture and synth layer. We can turn these up and down. Select whether they're modulated by either the filter and or pitch envelope. And we also have 8 different waveforms to select for each layer. Considering the nature of our project, we don't want something too synthy. Dialing this down a little bit and just pushing up the noise and texture. create something a bit more subtle with just white noise, adding a nice top end to that drop section. We could do a bit more movement on the sound, so let's go back to this LFO section, look at the second LFO. Because although the first LFO was hardwired to modulate the amp, filter, pan or pitch, the second LFO can be assigned to a number of different targets. I'm going to look at this morph on the filter. That blends between the different filter types. I'm going to assign the LFO to the filter morph and push up the rate and depth to apply the modulation amount. And again, I'm going to add some automation to this LFO rate control, starting fast and then slowing down and then speeding up again. Push the volume up a little bit. Let's maybe add a bit of bit crushing for a bit more of a crunchy tone. On this final instance of Whoosh Machine, I've loaded in one of the Rhythmic effects. Called Bizarre Bass. Some of these presets are less effects and more tonal sounds that we can use in our project. We also get the option to apply either frequency or amplitude modulation in Whoosh Machine via both an envelope and an XY axis, changing the intensity of the modulation. Meaning we can create all different manner of effects, from useful sweeps and downlifters to spacey sound effects for more complex sound design tasks. And we can use Whoosh Machine to quickly and intuitively apply all manner of effects, either using the global section for quick tweaks on the sound or diving into some of the more detailed pages to customize our effect sounds. Be sure to check out Whoosh Machine by Sonic Faction, which is available now at ADSRsounds.com.